Good morning. Happy, blessed Wednesday. It is March 11th. I am Miss Marie, and this is Giving It to You Straight. Live from the East Coast with the Awakened Soul, everyone. Awakened Soul Wednesday. I just want to begin to all my beautiful family here with a gratitude and appreciation. And it's in that spirit that I give you thanks, especially for your journey here. Okay? It is letting you know that, I share intentions here to evolve, to grow more consciously, to live. So I honor the journey each and every one of you are on. And so how to stay in the spirit of gratitude, because in the spirit of gratitude, we're able to understand others, not only ourselves, as we move and we grow. Hello, Demon Slayer. Hello, beautiful lady. Hello, beautiful lady. How are you? So I just want to say thank you for your presence. Of course, it's not random, it is aligned. So thank you for your openness and your willingness to grow. And thank you for sharing your time and your energy. Hey, Alexa. Good morning, ladies. Gratitude and appreciation and how to sit in a quiet reflection with your soul and remember that gratitude to the divine for the ability to feel deeply, for the love that I give and the love that finds its way back to me. Remember, it's going to find its way back to you. I'm doing all right. And so let us remember that the heart must remain open but wise. It is in that wisdom is using that discernment, the ability to accurately perceive what is basically true without distortion and fear of desire, ego, or projection. It's not judgment, right? It is not suspicion. It is not paranoid. It is in clear seeing. So in the helpful and grateful attitude, um, you know, so just to remain open and to understand that your soul has a journey and that journey is going to be challenged and that's what's going to help you and it's going to shape you. And for the lessons, right? That's going to open your eyes and the love that's going to keep your spirit moving forward. And so with that, we're going to tap into the great, powerful, divine spirit of all there is and understanding your connection to it and understand that we are influenced by gravity, light, seasons, but also we have consciousness. So the real mystery, how far we connected to the universe, it is that the universe became aware of itself through you, through me, you, and I, all of us. All right. So whether you're feeling empowered here, or reflection, or you have questions here, you know, that's the universe of seven itself through our human nervous system. So I'm gonna get really, really, really deep, and so I hope you're ready. I'm also gonna share some of Jesus's teachings, uh, just a little bit. So whoever's ready for some things that they're not really sure, believe in yourself more importantly. All right. Believe slowly, ask questions, ask those stupid questions, use your discernment. A lot of times we don't have a lot of experience, so we don't know our intuition. All right. So yeah, just get ready for a little bit of everything here. But it's in a spirit of gratitude and understanding the unseen, the sacred energy, the unknown, the sacred coherence, the heart, and as we align ourselves with the rhythm, not the emotion, because the emotions are very vague. They will leave, and I'm gonna share a little bit why I don't use the world, the word spirituality. I mean spirit, because it's very vague. It's been used for thousands of years and through generation. It's changed its language. I want to bring it back to its original state, and it has a lot of layers to it. And because it's been so widely right used, it changes depending on what you believe. Hey, DMX. Like one, good morning, good morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What does Rai think about Shashwat? Can they become soulmates? Uh yeah, so we have soulmates. We have so many soulmates throughout our life. Let's start with the gratitude here. And what are you grateful for today? All right, I'm gonna get started with the moments of gratitude. I'm not gonna. I'm not. I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna read them. I'm gonna read the Awakened Soul or either or. Let's see here. I'm just gonna start. I'm just gonna do Pisces and Yeah, I'm gonna give Pisces 3. I'm gonna change it up because I want to do the awakened soul. So when it's the birthday month, I'm just gonna stick with 3 gratitude for unless you ask for it. All right. Hey Leo. Hey Lotus. Doc Lotus. Oh, Doc Lotus. Pisces gratitude, a moment of reflection for you. I'm gonna give you 3 cards here, and then we're gonna get into the awakened soul, and then I'm gonna take your questions. Here we go, one more. As we tap into the sacred unseen, in some ways to integrate and to reframe it, right? One more. Thank you, thank you, thank you. One more. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you. Think about a favorite meal or food who introduced you to it. There's a favorite food, Pisces, who introduced you to it. Okay? A meal or a food. A lot of times we want to take credit. We want to take, I want to talk about this. All right? We get either introduced to a job or food and we don't give the person credit. When we are young, remember that you constantly prepare when you're into the preparation and the practice of any new endeavor, because we create in any way. So a lot of times everything gets passed down to us. So there's nothing new under the sun. So while you make it yours, you give it your unique flavor, but it's been passed down to us. So we got an incredible lineage before us that have laid foundations. We can't see them because there are things that are being built over time. So understanding that, we got to give people credit. Hey, this person showed me how to make this. All right, you can go on social media and you can pick out any recipe now. But the things that were passed down from my grandmothers, for my moms, those things, it was before social media. So let's give credit where credit is. A lot of times, oh yeah, I learned. Give people the credit. Even if somebody, and I'm just going to say this because I experienced this. I have helped so many people, and because people don't want you to know things. It's going to be found out. The truth is going to be told. How do you get that job? Whether you began, who helped you? Nobody wants to give credit. Now it's on to you dead. Give the credit. Do your credit. Give your credit now. Ivan Rodriguez, can you tell me about my ex-girl? Yes, I can, Ivan. Ivan Rodriguez. Pisces, think about a recent time when you felt connected to something larger than yourself. Yeah, we don't want to give credit. Give the credit. It's going to give you momentum, success, potency for the future. Recall a moment when you were surprised by joy. Okay? Give people credit. Stop holding on to things. All right? When you're learning, you're going to open up a field of intelligence. When you do that, share what makes, if other people help you, yeah, man, this person helped me get this job, or they gave me this knowledge, right? Though you're not doing it on your own anyway. So give people credit. It's okay. Say, I've been helped. You know, you don't have to see a lot of times that when we help people, we think we got to hold them our whole lives. No. But give people the damn credit. This is that simple. All right? Anyway, and I'm just telling you because I've been there, done that, okay? I said, yeah, I learned because of this person. I'm so thankful that they share their recipes with me. I know how to, of course, cook really, really, really good. Remember that your growth doesn't stop with one timeline, one person, all right? Or one generation. Is things that gets passed down to us. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to give credit. Yeah, exactly. You got to give other people praise. Sometimes we don't want to. We'd rather praise a total stranger, but what about the person that's right next to you that helped you overcome a challenge? That is the right thing to do. Run A9 for Leo. Run A9. What does that mean? Run A9. What does that mean? Run A9. All right? What is that? Run A9 here. All right? Especially, when they say to you, how you feel like you connected to somebody, something so larger than yourself. You feel like, man, this is my destiny. What is my destiny? What is my purpose in life? Give somebody a damn, that's what it's trying to say to you. All right. I know people that I help, and they don't even look at me. I'm like, that's okay. Your silence is enough. It will come to you naturally. That's so true. Praising strangers, but not the one who helped you. Yeah, we do that. Because we don't want to admit that I was weak, that I needed help. It's okay to admit that you need help. It's not a weakness. This is why we go through these trials and challenges. This is where we build resilience, right? When we facing challenges. So throughout our lifetime, we're going to get challenges here. Emotional challenges, feeling misunderstood by someone, dealing with frustration, managing stress, feeling lonely and disconnected, inner growth. So we're going to face challenges. We have to give people praise, people. Just it's that simple. All right. Oh boy. Anyway, that's what it means, Pisces. So I don't want you to go somewhere and be like, "Oh, you're such a wonderful person." Blah blah blah. No, you know that we are afraid to admit that somebody helps us just because we don't want to lose. Some man, I did it. Yeah, you did it, but somebody helped you. We afraid of that for what? Give people the credit. It'll give you more potency and more success in the future. We could praise a stranger. Yeah, wow. You know, wow, yeah, they really helped me. Yeah, thank you. We don't want to admit it. Yeah, we don't. No, 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 no. Anyway, but we need to. All right. So let's go ahead with the first question. Then I'm going to talk a little bit about Jesus. We're going to go into the fool, and the virgins. For a lot of you guys that don't understand that, we're gonna go in with that energy. But let's go ahead to give a little praise, please. Give a little, yeah, thank you so much for helping me. It's hard because the ego is rooted on some being. Nah, you did it on yourself. No, you didn't. Stop it. All right, that's gonna delay your progress. That's why I see you when I see that Seven of Pentacles. It's time. Go ahead and give some acknowledgement where it's due. But we don't understand that. What's DMX? Is it DMX? What does Raya think about Shashua? Can they become soulmates? You want to know if you're a soulmate? Is you if you? I don't see you back here. Come on, in 5, 4. Come on, DMX. Come on, we're gonna start barking. Roof, roof. What was that song with the dogs? All right, he's not here. He left. I want you to speak to. I don't understand that 9. I want you to tell me. I want you to tell me what's that 9 for Leo. What is that 9 for Leo? All right, what is that 9? I don't. I drop a little bit. I'm relatable. But I just want you to give me what is the 9? Oh, the life path. Oh, that's what you mean. The 9 could mean anything. So the cat, that's what you're talking about, the cat. So you almost there. So you got 8, 9, 10, 11. One more. Oh, he left. All right, I'm going to drop his energy. You know, when people talk about, see, Leo, I will tell you to look at your conscience, your sun. All right? Because when it comes to your core essence, right? Understanding your, right? Either the world is going to perceive you in some way, right? But understanding that, you know, your carbon body, your iron, and your calcium, right? So those were created before ancient stellar explosions, long before the sun existed. In that sense, you're a cosmic matter rearranged. You're not separated from the universe. You're a localized expression of it, all right? So I'll go with you a little deep here, all right? All right, there's nothing new under the sun, Leo. That's the whole truth. One more. Here we go for you. It's hard for me to pick up that name. You had the sun under the above, the light in the background. Yeah. You like that, right? You like that? So when you understand the cosmic part of you that observes, that feels connected beyond the ego, the awareness behind the thoughts, in the sense of being of what? A part of something larger than yourself, right? The personal story. Everybody has their own personal journey, all right? So your higher self, your soul, is witnessing the consciousness, the divine spark, all right? It's a part of you that what? That feels empowered, especially when someone didn't, if it's like waiting to be chosen. Here we go. I don't know why I got these little nits flying around. I got this little stupid, I don't know if it's a banana or something. One more. You might see it around there. Look. This. So you're looking at the I am. This is the life force and the conscious self. When you talk about the sun, all right, when you look at that. So you got the judgment card. So your purpose in life. The judgment, you got, what is this card? Is this the 20th? All right. And you got raw life force, energy. All right. So the judgment, finding your calling in life. So what are you doing here? Are you questioning your calling in life? All right. So you already been through two phases and you're beginning a new one. So you've been, let me tell you something, because when I get this here, look, you already been through the swords. You're mentally drained. All right. And you got the cups and you got the wands. So the pentagram, your stability, your money, your security. All right. So you're all right. So the 20th is your birthday. All right. Ask for you because it's going to come out for you. Okay. It's not going to come out for anybody else. But so how you feel disconnected is money. Like, what is your focus on here? All right. Is it your life purpose pursuing that? The cross. Okay. So we got the vertical is your, right, your connection to the divine. And then you got the horizontal, which is you and a connection to others. Do you do it to be seen or because I don't even know who asked for soulmate. So when you look at this energy here, when it comes to the 4 cups, because they gave me the finance here. So you've been through it already. Oh, you're pursuing the cross? You are? Okay. What kind of cross are you pursuing? Because this is an emergency. This is an emergency first responder. All right? Whether you're putting somebody up for a night, whether you probably managing your finances now, you're trying to learn something new, you're getting your license. There's something here that you want to do that is new to you. All right? Because you've been disconnected here. Like, I don't know, from money. All right. What kind of cross are you pursuing? Are you doing there's something here that is an emergency of urgency. All right. So what is, there's something here that you want to do. But when you get the 4 cups here, right? Because I know you've been through at least 2 at such a short life, right? Like, oh, Jesus. All right. Because this is when this comes out here, this is not an actually choosing anything. All right. This is in contemplation. All right. Emotional withdrawal, sometimes boredom or hesitation here. All right. It's that I'm sure, I don't know if I want this. Something feels missing. I'm ignoring my call. What are you doing here? I'm ignoring something here. It's not like the 4 of Wands, because the 4 of Wands is a stability, foundation, celebration, home energy. All right. And it's seeing something solid here. But what is it that you really want to do? Am I safe here? What feels right for you? Come on in, because you're going to learn a little bit about Jesus if this is what you're into, What offers are in front of you right now that you're not seeing? All right. If somebody chooses me, I'm chosen. You feel like you're the chosen one. We all are chosen at some point. We don't answer the call. There are certain timelines that sound like frequency vibrations that come in and are certain, because you got your own vibrational frequency, right? You have your sacred vibration. Each of anyone carry we carry this unique, sharing what makes you unique. What is your purpose in life? It's what brings you joy, sharing your joy with others. All right? Because it's been done already. I'm glad that this live is, I am so glad this is live. You make me, you make your heart LOL, or do I make your heart smile? All right? Oh, you're talking about the 100, listen, you're with 144. You're talking about Jehovah's Witness. You're talking about the guy, listen, we could go into that some other time. I'm not going to the 144 because people are still trying to figure out, am I the one that chosen out of 144? What is it, 1,000 that are going to stay on this and planet Earth? Because listen, we're going to get off that. But you could keep that separate for something that you want to invest in. All right? Well, that's what the 100, according to, mystics. All right? Not the Jehovah is different. All right? Because they believe in something totally different. But anyway, all right? So divinity, you meet God anywhere, because this, I don't believe in God. If people tell me the only way that I can meet God, I have to join this organization, right? If I'm going to connect to God in some kind of way, or even pray, or even connect in the Christ consciousness, all right? Also, the 144 is connected, all right? So you explain it here, what is the 144? I understand this differently than you do, all right? Because it's still, so we could go back into Egypt, and we could go back into the temples, and in the pyramids. All right, there are things there that are hidden, and they are sacred. There's a lot of sacred symbolism here. So I want you you explain to me. All right. I want to know what you know, but this is something missing in your life. All right. How do you connect to this energy? Favorite taco? That was yesterday. The Light Warriors. Oh, so I'm on life path 7, and the first numbers of my birthday. Oh, okay. So you have your own. Okay, so this is why you got this. Okay. So fighting the religious groups and, people, like people in my environment, they don't do that, right? So standing your ground when you feel, but you already won here. So when you get the other shoe on, you take off. All right. So we in constant tension and pressure. We don't live in books. All right. We live in this field of consciousness. All right. But there's things that have been recorded and it's been preserved so we can understand how to reach God. Do I join an organization, a church, a mosque, or do I believe in the calling? Like if I get the calling, how do I hear it? How do I change my frequency, my vibe? You understand? So as my cells get healthier, it's oscillated because you raise your vibration by eating healthier, studying, practicing, getting enough sleep. All right, to awaken to my true calling because we all are chosen. So I don't really go with that chosen and this lie and this. So I don't go into none of that because a lot of people don't understand it. If you would understand it, all right. Oh, so this is somebody else. All right. Oh, it's a vibrational frequency. Okay. See, I know it differently, and I know it more from that standpoint from the Bible. But if you could share your knowledge here, it'll be greatly appreciated. All right. So you could share. I want to let you share that. Okay. Go ahead. I came in a little early. I like it. I like people that come in with that energy. As you do that, I'm gonna go into the awakened soul. All right. All right. Let's go ahead. Go ahead, share it. I want you to share. Frequency Bible is the same. Only they can reach it. Oh, okay. So we talking about okay. So when you understand dimensions, because that goes into the fifth dimensional, and so you understand the layers of the mind and the consciousness, right? Because if we are basically witnessing consciousness through this field of intelligence, right? You'll be able to say, well, I'm a sense of being that I'm part of something larger. So what is this 144? How do I get to that frequency? How do I elevate my awareness? Right? Because I want to be able to understand myself outside as well as inside, right? One more. Let me go to Pisces and I want you to share. Teach me something that I don't know. One more. And thank you. Okay, here we go. Compassion for Pisces. Aries, you got to clean your space, especially on the full moon happening. I mean, the new moon happening on the 19th. Yes, with Jesus, that's how it's how. This is how okay, so yes, with Jesus, that is how the only way. Dream. So are you a guy or a girl? Are you a guy or a girl? Are you a guy or are you a girl? And if you're a guy, that's really good. That's really, really good. Like, do you talk to Jesus? Do you connect to that? Or you a male? Because you got that. So how do you understand your higher calling, your life purpose, and the sarcophagus is here. All right. Because these are things that are kept underneath, like, like if you understand the gravitational pull, right? Because we hold here by gravity. So we have weight because, right? Because we held by gravity. Because if not, we'll right? We're traveling anyway, but we won't resist. So the resistance here. But anyway, the sarcophaguses, right, that are here, they buried underneath. So we go back to ancient Egypt. All right. So how do you connect to Jesus and understanding ancient Egypt, India, or any of those ancient cultures, that built, right? I have fallen, though the fall I am able to rise through Jesus. Otherwise I remain down or low vibrational. You get okay, so you got lower emotional. So because we gotta understand, they naked because they're vulnerable. They naked because we are boundary challenged. So we go ahead and look. What happens is, right, the true awakening, right? Because when we judge too much, we don't have time to understand. So one of the things he teaches you, judge not that you won't be judged. But the awakened, they rise into it. This is sovereignty. This is self-authority. And when you really understand to be vulnerable, all right, to understand life and its fullness. When you get to the fifth dimension, this is where the unity consciousness is, where I understand that I'm connected to everything, that I'm not just, yeah, you have your own unique vibrational frequency, but that you're connected to everything else. All right. So when you get this energy here, the first rule basically, or the first, right, universal law is the universe is mental. And as I understand that, I'm aligning myself, you're also part of that. That you're also part of the divine. What kind of cards are they? Lower emotional baggage. Okay, but you got to understand the deeper symbolism here, because these tombs telling you? What are they telling you? This is what they ask. Like, I don't know if you're in the tomb. I don't know if you still underneath. I don't know if you thinking you above other people, because that's what spirituality. So knowing the difference between spirituality and what and religion, they're two different things. All right. You don't know what card. These are tarot cards. Like asking questions like that. All right. So religion gives you a form to fill out. Spirituality gives you a feeling. All right. So basically, you understanding the difference between spirituality and religion, because it is not about which is better or what's you know what I mean. So where are you basically heading with this? Like, what experiences are you trying to have? All right. Because religion, listen, let me tell you something. Because I want to get off your energy. Religion is the container. Religion is the container. They telling you get out of the container. Get out of the container. Religion is the container. And if we think that we are better because we study something, get out of the container. This is what religion does. But anyway, I gave you a chance for you to explain something to me. All right? Okay, so just let's move forward. All right? When you see I want you to know when you see this. And find out the tombs, before the tombs, these were sarcophagus, and these are in the king's chamber. And we go all throughout Egypt into the temples, right? We'll find out there. This is a container. Religion is a container. Spirituality is the experience inside the container. But anyway, listen, I have so much to offer. All right. So how you have your personal experience, because it focuses on direct connection with the sacred, the divine, the universe, or your higher self. All right. Your inner transformation and your personal truth. Right. Consciousness and awareness. This is what it speaks of. All right. It doesn't require a formal institution. You can be spiritual without belonging to a temple, a church, or a doctrine. All right. What's my direct experience with the sacred? All right. Because when you go to basically religion, its structure is communal. It includes organizing belief systems, sacred texts, rituals and tradition, moral codes, leadership, priests, pastor, rabbis, right? But this is just a connection with the divine. The other half of our human nature, right here, all right? Connected to this arc field, the angel, all right? So your personal connection here, okay? So I feel like here you have maybe, I don't know if you are disappointed or here, or you haven't really found your calling, because I think that's at the end of the day, are you heading in the right direction? All right. And because you're 20, I help, especially even if it comes to love, finding out there's something here that you're missing. All right. So I always try to teach emotional literacy, because young people often don't know the difference between love, infatuation, attachment, obsession, or validation. All right. So you got to I'm going to help you just probably name the feeling, whatever you're feeling you're going through right now. Okay. So your personal connection. And listen, when it comes to spirituality, right, it's working consciously. Man, am I going to shut this down with this? It's on your inner self, your awareness, your integrity and alignment. Okay. It's not just your external life here. All right. So living in alignment here is what to understand. How do I live in alignment, and how do I integrate the parts of myself, right? So when you look at the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, or working on your inner child, but then understanding that in order to transcend, you must anchor as you expand. When we try to improve our mind from our own ego, right? Because you might have, you have to, like, the ego has to be integrated because it's a health is an instrument. It's like this. It's inside of you, all right? So the process here, whatever you're going through, because we hold by so many dramas, dogmas, and doctrines, programs, culture, your beliefs versus mine, when we understand the sacred coherence, even our life purpose here. Because we find purpose in other people, in myself. Do I do it for validation? Like, where are you in your spirituality? Yeah. Okay. So am I humble and grateful? How can I serve? How can I find reciprocity? Finding resonance with my energy. All right. Okay. So good. So you gotta. So a lot of things here. Okay. You becoming more conscious. You're not reacting. You're seeing your patterns clearly. Your fears, your ego, your attachments. Instead of why this is happening. All right. How do you integrate your shadow? You're not pretending to be light. You're not pretending to be light and positive all the time. All right. You're not leaning to one side. You're owning your jealousy, your fear, your desire. And I mean, I could go on and on. But you get what I'm trying to say. All right. So what it is that you want to ask me? Because you came here, you seen the tarot, you heard me talk about Jesus, and what it is that you really want to find out here. Like, where are you all with all your creativity? And why am I chosen? We all are chosen. We don't answer them. We all are called to share what makes us unique and special. We all are told to believe in our connection to your spirit, to the heart. All right? So, but the ego gets in the way and it confuses you because your soul remembers a path. The ego has to catch up when you come across a person who questions what is the response. All right? So, listen, if you have like, who is questioning you and the things that you believe in? So, who's questioning you? Who's questioning you? I mean, I wish I could stay a little longer. I have to move this energy. All right? So listen, the only thing that you could tell people when they are questioning, the only thing that you could tell people, you're questioning me about what? Why are you questioning me about what? When you come across a person who questions you come in here, let me see, what's your question? You're questioning me, or you asking me when people question you? I'm broken, but we are not qualified to be called, but we are qualified through calling. You're questioning my practice? This is paper. You question this? You're questioning this? This a piece of paper? Do you understand? Listen, I will just tell you that go into a library, go find out about consciousness. All right, go just find out what consciousness is, cause you live in a book. All right, I don't know exactly what are you this. I'm looking at symbolism. Just look at the emojis. If you go back into ancient Egypt, right, you look at the hieroglyphs. This is how we communicate. This is how before there was English, the English language, which we only have it 600 years. It evolved for the last 1600 years. You have to go find out, all right? I will not, you should find Jesus. Listen, let me tell you something. Listen, I'm about to shut it all the way down. You ready? Because you need to talk to Jesus, because if you think that Jesus came for the person that is thing that they say that he didn't come for that. All right? He came to awaken the people that was living in the shadow consciousness, as we understand the light and the shadow consciousness. You need to listen. I'm going to tell you something, and why Jesus really came. All right? When you understand the Christ consciousness, because I think that you really haven't understand Christ consciousness. I really think that you are, like I said, whole by trauma, dogma, indoctrination. All right? Jesus is in front of your jewelry. Man, I'm going to just give you one. You're not going to listen, and that's up to you. I don't really care. But when you understand the Christ, the consciousness, all right? This speaks of truth, right? But with words of peace, our mind and our heart must be in harmony with the alignment in the mind of the heart of the divine, because he speaks of that sacred coherence. Okay? But you're not going to understand this in one sitting here. All right? Because the higher consciousness that Christ talked about, right, is promoting self-love and self-acceptance. You come here with an open mind, but when you're narrow-minded, all right, when you haven't expanded your awareness, when you haven't really lived, you're not going to know how to use your discernment. It's the ability to accurately perceive what is true without distortion, fear, ego, desire, projection. It is not in judgment. You might be suspicion, and then you get paranoia. Anything that's not like me, it must be wrong. So when you get polarized, all right, anything that's not like me, look at you, defensive and paranoid. Oh, this is not true. When you put your other shoe on, then you come in here. You're not ready yet. All right, you're not really understanding Jesus. So you go sit down with Jesus. Don't worry about my jewelry, okay? And understand universe, the God of the universe. When we don't understand things that are abstract, that are hard to understand, we put faces on things so we can understand them. All right? But I gave you a little time. Okay? So go pray. How to raise your consciousness, your awareness, and how you could be infused and engulfed with the spirit of the divine. All right. But when you don't understand Jesus's teachings, and if you could go listen, you could go if you take things literally, because your subconscious, right? When you take all the garbage out of there, the things that you've been told that were not true, but since you know it all, because you read a book, you know it all. You know the 144, when they are still Bible scholars. This is why we got 46,000, not 45,000 denominations through Christianity, when you don't really understand it. If you go look at Luke 17:21, the kingdom of God is within you, meaning for the consciousness, that's the divine reality. It's not somewhere far away from you. All right? It exists within the human inner world, in the heart and awareness. So please go find something to do with your time. Okay. And like he said in John 12:35-36, walk while you have the light before darkness overtakes you. All right. Believe in the light so that you may become children of light. But you are stuck. He is stuck. I'm sorry, sir. I got to take. Listen, you can stay here. All right. I'm going to mute you for like 10 minutes while I speak to whoever's here ready to listen. All right. No, he's lost. This is what happens. All right. And I could go on and on. All right. As he understands things, but you don't understand. You don't understand the oil. You don't understand spiritual energy. And what Jesus teaches we're all about. All right. You've been given a little bit. You've been given a little bit of this, knowledge. You're not really truly awakened. This is not no. But listen, where's the Satan? Where's the Satan comes from? You don't even know our English language. Go back 600 years and see our evolution of our language, so you can understand things. Okay. But I don't know that Jesus is the teachings on the mount. Man, if you don't get out of here, listen. When Jesus prayed on the Mount of Olives, I could take you all the way back to the virgins and the fools. All right. When you're lacking that awareness, right? When he spoke on the Mount of Olives, he was helping people to awaken. All right, under the tree, to awaken, to connect to the nature, to divinity. That you don't have to go to no institutions to meet God. All right. He came to awaken people like you. All right. But you're not there yet. Okay. He drove in on not on a horse, on a donkey, right? So listen, when we understand the real teachings of Jesus, not this demons and stuff that yeah, no, listen, that's the whole thing, That's one of the important places, all right, where Jesus prayed before his arrest. And the olive groves in that region were seen as quiet places of reflection and spiritual connection, all right? Also, they were gifts of the gods in ancient cultures. You got to go back to ancient culture anyway, all right? They were considered a divine gift from Athena, and according to legend, right, she created the first olive tree. So he's just so stuck. They're living in Satan. You keep believing in that Satan. That is a part of your shadow consciousness, which is you're really stuck there. And when you don't understand that you're a being of ground, a being of light, and how for hundreds of years, even thousands of years, even if they burn down, even if these trees are burned down, the olive trees, all right, they could be burned down and cut down. They still produce fruit. Okay? So understand the olive tree, because you're talking about it, so I could go on and on and on with it. All right? So when you understand the parable about light consciousness and shadow consciousness taught by Jesus and understanding the Christ, the anointed, you don't even understand things, but I'm here to teach you. All right? Okay, you will become it, you will think it. All right? So when we look at the 10 virgins on Matthew 25, 1 to 13, sir, because you're walking in ignorance, when you don't really understand the sacred, the divine, the heart, it's, when you don't understand the unseen, all right, and the dimensions of reality, okay, because it's real, but it's not visible with your eyes. The unseen doesn't mean imaginary. It means that you cannot measure it with your eyes. You experience it internally, okay? It is going to influence your life, all right? Without being physically solid. So you got to understand some things here, all right? Oh boy, oh boy. So when Jesus spoke about light consciousness and shadow consciousness in the parable of the wise and the foolish virgins, and you could go in there, you could see the 10 virgins were waiting for the bridegroom to arrive at night. All right. And so they were waiting for what? For the oil, to oil their lamps. They forgot it. And what does that mean? All right. What does that mean? The oil, the lamp. I'm gonna go through that whole thing because the young man opened it up, so I'm gonna go in. When you open it up, don't think I am not your regular tarot reader. All right, that puts a lot of demons and Satan and Zambit and doctrine. I used to come in with that energy because that's what I was told. The devil's outside of you. It's gonna get you. It's gonna kill you. This is evil. That's evil. They put so much projection. They put so much fear in you. And I use that fear and I turn it around. And I used it to grow, to help, to build, not to worry. If I learn when it comes to the heart, you learn. I learn what I don't know. If there's more room to learn, yeah, you got a lifetime of learning to do. All right. And when you're not understanding, his true teachings and why, right? Those lamps were used them to do. You recite verses that means nothing when you twist the word of God. Man, who is God to you? Who is God? They were gods. You taking the Bible literally when you don't understand it. It's a book of symbolism. It's a book. It speaks of the god and goddesses, the stars, the connection they had to divinity, but they mostly spoke about rulership. When they were fighting each other, you don't understand nothing. Listen, you keep taking, I'm not telling you what to do, but you came in up in here with something different. Like you was trying to manipulate something, but you're not doing that here. All right. So the lamp is the human consciousness. The lamp symbolizes the human thought and awareness. All right. So you got to understand, just like a lamp of consciousness needs to stay fueled, it needs to stay eliminated without attention and awareness. The inner light is going to fade. Your inner light is fading. Because if you feel like this is the only place without me, God, that's crazy. All right. You don't even know who God is. That's the whole thing here. Who is God to you? Who is God to you? Because for me, as I understand myself, part of the universe, all right, when I understand myself on a soul level, on a higher level of consciousness, because we are influenced by gravity, light, seasons, but we also have consciousness. So the real mystery here, all right, that the universe became aware of itself through you. So that's where I'm at. You somewhere else because God, it's a primal mind. It's the divine intelligence that is moving consciousness. You're part of that, but you're not understanding that. So for me, God is to be great to be called by any name. So he's hidden yet obvious. Everywhere his being is known through thought alone, right? We see him formed before our eyes, is bodiless, yet embodied in everything. Okay, so when you don't understand things, I will help you along your journey. All right, but if you're here, ask questions. What is this about? All right. You can love it because you and your words are void. Man, this is why you're here. This is why you seeking tarot because you're trying to understand yourself. All right. But when you're narrow-minded and young and dumb, you believe anything. Believe here slowly. Go do some more research. You'll get stuck for years. Stay stuck, and that's okay with me. All right. So yeah. So understanding inner spirituality and energy. So how to interpret the oil as inner wisdom, spiritual awareness, love, faith, and awaken your consciousness. All right. It represents inner substance that keeps the soul awakened. All right. I am fighting the good fight to trying to. Now you're not helping the lost. You're not helping the lost. You're not helping me at all. You're living in confusion, dogma, doctrines, programs, and culture. This is why. Look, you. That's what you're living at. You're the poor soul that's lost. Okay. You're not helping me do anything. But if you think so, but if you think so, then that's okay. All right. I'm gonna let you have your little chance here. All right. I'm gonna let him. All right. It's okay. I had it before. So when you understand a little bit more, when you cultivate yourself with awareness, right? Those who have cultivated awareness already, those who have not may do what? All right. They feel lost and unprepared. Okay. Oil cannot be borrowed. One must. All right. You got to get there on your own. I cannot lend you this. All right. You're gonna have to learn how to uh, go a little bit more deeper because it can be transferred. It's a personal awareness. It's a spiritual maturity and in the transformation. So each person cultivates their own light. Okay. So just go read that verse again. I thank you so much for coming in. Look, I didn't waste it any time. But when people don't really understand things, when you get distorted, when the truth been told over and over and over and over again, right? Because there's one truth, but when it gets distorted, all right. When you believe your own thing, you can believe whatever you want. All right. I'm not here to tell you. You came here because you're looking for meaning. You're looking for purpose in life. You haven't really understand things. Okay, you haven't really understand things. All right, that's why your face is impressed, and otherwise people can see the demon that they're hearing. What is the demon? What is the demon to you? What is the demon? What does the word demon come? Before you use any words, find out where the demon comes from. All right, I've been criticized by way more intelligent people than you. That at least I thought they were intelligent. What is the demon? Where does the demon come from? I want you to go. Since you use that word, go ahead. Those are the ones that keeping you stuck because you believe in the demons. He loves to hear. He loves to hear. Actually, I'm gonna do some videos tomorrow, so you could stay here and you could go see when you put faces on things that you don't understand, so you could relate to it. So what is the? I want you to tell me where's the demon comes from? Where it comes from? Where it comes from, so I can educate you. Where does it come from? Go ahead and tell me. Demons are spirits from the fallen angels. Oh God! Now you know you're stuck. I am so sorry. Listen, demons are spirits from the fallen angels. Oh my God! Demons don't come from that. That's not a considered a demon. The demons were animals that were incarnated, all right, by the Egyptians, and they were not as powerful as the gods. All right, there were gods and there were demons. That's what the fight was about. Some of the fights throughout Egypt. All right, you don't understand. You don't understand nothing. This is why you've been. This is like I said. There's one story, but there's many, many. All right, there's many stories. There's one truth here. All right, so you understand the fallen angels and all this. You're stuck, and I would go to the listen. You know what I will help you to do? Go to the library. Go down to ancient Egypt. Follow. Just go throughout history. If you're taking that Bible literally, it's supposed to be decoded. It's a book of symbolism. All right. The fallen man. You're so low. I was there 5 years ago. I was there 5 years ago, sir. All right, little sir. But I thank you for taking out your time and coming in. It's okay. Listen, we all have the best intentions when we try to help people. You do. I know that you got the good intention. Yeah. So when you're stuck in one book, oh, I read it. Oh, I know that you feel that desire to help others. Oh my God, you're stuck. You're gonna burn in hell and all these things. But you don't really understand. Let me see. Verse from where go anywhere attack is nothing evil spiritual attraction. David Green. Everything is a spirit. 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 All right. Everything. We attach so many fears into the divine when we don't really understand it. All right, when we don't understand that really true part of you, when we don't integrate, because you listen, a lot of you guys are polarized because you either this is good or bad. You don't see nothing else. All right, either this is good or is it good or is it bad. But because I know that you guys are polarized, all right, it makes you feel comfortable. It's self-preservation. I'm just gonna be really good person. And these are the ones that have committed, okay, a lot of crimes. All right, we got drug addicts, we got porn addicted people here. Okay, we got alcoholics, we got people that been down, murderers, we got all kinds of things going on. And I could point you guys out. You got people that have been down in the dump, all right, and then you cover yourself with the Bible when you don't really understand it. So if you really don't want me to go down on you, please go educate yourself because I know where you're coming from. All right. So with that being said, all right, when you're willing to learn and understand without judgment, this is why it comes out. We judge the things that we don't understand instead of ask the questions. All right. Get to know, get to study both sides. If you don't trust yourself, you don't trust your own yourself judgment. You don't trust yourself. You gotta trust yourself. If you know that if you head in the right direction, no matter what this says, no matter what this looks like, no matter what this is, I'm not gonna be influenced by neither side. I'm not gonna choose either side. But when you don't really know yourself, when you don't know yourself, you're gonna walk in fear and you're gonna pull other people down with you. All right? I feel so bad for you. All right, I gotta go. Let me get you out of here. All right, your time. Go put up a channel like I tell people and go learn. Go learn some things. Okay, I'm gonna just put you on timeout for 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes. Yeah, all right. And it's mostly the guys. Yeah, go to the library. God is always with me. God, God is so much with me that He not let me talk to you the way I really want to talk to you. All right, I'm not gonna give you my shadow consciousness. I'm not gonna pull that. I'm right in the center of it. I have that capacity to hold uh, a lot information. Okay, what we call. So when you're spiritually present, it doesn't mean bypassing the truth to make people feel comfortable. I got to be this really, really good person, which you're not. All right, man. If you don't get out of here, you're done. I gotta go. Let me see. Wait. I want to talk about the. That's enough. You had your little. Go put a channel, and then let me come in and let me see you. All right. Let me go ahead. Didn't I hide them? Didn't I put them on time? Let me put them on 24 hours. All right, because if not, I won't finish. I won't get to the questions. If you guys got questions, I'll be back. I'm gonna take a quick minute break. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the olive and the virgins. And so, for those of you that want to understand something more, so you don't see what I'm doing here, breaking the stigma. And when people don't understand Jesus' true teachings, because a lot of things weren't put in there, and this is what He spoke in parables, stories, fables, and because He used a lot of indirect to help people, that weren't aware. All right, I'll be right back. Yeah, go to the library. Oh my God, I spent that much time. Oh, I mean, that was good. Y después que me pongas salsa. Jesus Christ, I have to sit with that. One, two, three. Ah, this is why I don't use. Wait, I have to get damn it. All right, who is here? Oh God. Anybody has? I knew coming in. Anybody has a question, or I am going to go ahead and talk about the most mystical parable about light consciousness and shadow consciousness taught by Jesus. And that is the one of the wise and the foolish virgins. That is in Matthew. Let me see. When me and the one, my ex, the one, start talking again, I know things won't be perfect. Let's see where you at. Let's see where you at. He will run and leave again when things get rocky, or he will stick with me. That is your question will he stick through it with me? I changed my questions. I didn't see the question because I was entertaining Mr. Lotus. But after I'm done, I'm gonna talk a little bit about. I said every day I'm gonna come in, and that's why I came in a little earlier. Wow, I didn't think it was gonna take that long. I haven't dealt with that energy in a long time. And so, man, all right. And understanding the lamp, the human consciousness, because that lamp symbolizes the human soul or the awareness. So just like a lamp, consciousness needs a future state illuminated. Without it, right? Attention and awareness of the inner light will fade, and the oil, the inner spiritual energy. All right. So how do we interpret the oil as inner wisdom? But anyway, let's go ahead. Yeah, I muted him. I know. But I had to give it a chance because I know coming in here what I'm gonna face. But let's see where you at, and let's see your challenge. And I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about challenges here. But how to really have the heart and mind coherence with the sacred heart and that divine alignment that you need, right? And understand a little bit more about the spirit, the living presence, because divinity is not something that's distant, but it's embodied and it's felt as warm compassion and aliveness, all right? And so the spirit becomes tangible through our feeling and the breath of consciousness and understanding Yahweh. There's a lot of things that we need to understand, okay? Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Steph. Hey, Steph. All right, so just understand, I don't want nobody to be walking around ignorant or feeling like they violated something. Just learn about your light consciousness and your shadow. That's it. And work on your shadows. You know, when you get angry, when you get jealous, you know, when your ego's trying to take over because it's trying to, it's trying to catch up with your soul. Your soul already knows things, all right? To fully awaken it, all right? Doing the work that needs to be done, right? How to be vulnerable, how to speak your truth, how to remain calm when uncertainty, just a lot of things. How to, know if I'm going in the right direction. But let's go ahead and let's step back into the incredible intelligence of the universe. God, you are whole, constant, and incorruptible, a supreme absolute reality. Let's go ahead here. How to stay in alignment. Because that's what feeling stuck, when he's not understanding that being stuck and frustrated, heavy, cynical, and constant, forcing things to, he's not trying to understand things. All right, here we go. One more for you. Let's see where you at. Alexa, when it comes to your person, here we go. One more. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm going to have to come in at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to have to come in at 2 o'clock in the morning, but that's not going to happen for another couple of months because I have so much to share. You are the 3 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands. All right. The Lovers, Choices, and 6 of Cups. All right, so there's a choice to be chosen. I don't know if you're waiting for to be chosen because the lover speaks of choices. All right, do I choose or choose a different path? All right, is this my soulmate? So the Three of Pentacles is about what? Making a commitment to work towards goals that we share. All right, a heritage we share. The soul remembers something here. The container's here. The lovers is here, which is your right? The theme. All right. So you had the six. Well, you want the balance here because you got the six here. You want somebody that's not halfway committed here. All right. But there's something here with the Six of Cups. Is it something? I don't know how they identify. You are the six. Your house is the sixth house, which is routines. All right. The ego always try to make us fit other people into our routines. So when you get here, hey Amber, all right, I have a question. What's his true feelings and he's going to pursue me? Hey, just tarot reads. Hey, just tarot reads. How you doing, sweetie? And all right. So come back in. Come back in. Stay with me. Stay with me. I'm waiting for him to contact me, and I do want him to fully commit to me. Yeah, I know. That's the thing here. The commitment. We could accept people to commit to. I have to do whatever I have to do. So finding, all right, compromising, all right. When we work better with other people, because this. Listen, the bottom line is this: if you know the Hittite women, these women are different. But you know that this is a woman, right? So when people have a different opinions, backgrounds, culture, again, right? Because we hold by so many dramas, dogmas, and doctrines, programs, cultures. People that are they from different culture, all right? Because the Hittite women were considered they couldn't come into the church, all right? So there's a lot of things here. Not even the birthdays. We couldn't even celebrate birthdays until later on. They will only celebrate the important people, all right? Throughout history, you could go find out. But okay, community here, working here together to create something, whether it stays platonic, all right, or whether it goes into marriage, finding somebody that, is my equal, but to really commit or to accept, because this goes in acceptance, all right? Or not even compare somebody to the past, because these cups are full, all right? Maybe want somebody that mirrors your soul, somebody that I could find completeness and wholeness with. But the lovers is about choice here, all right? So even if they don't choose you, can you stand with the uncertainty of it? It's what it's asking you here. How do I sit with the uncertainty while I'm waiting to be chosen? Do I complete this cycle? Because here, all right, look at all the energy that's coming out. All right, even if they don't choose me, do I complete it or do I, you know what I mean? Because that's what the lover is telling you here. So as you go deeper into the lover's energy, what are you planning to do here? Do you complete the cycle? Do you let it go? Do you go through for 4 more? All right, because this is just the beginning. Communication here. When we limit our identity, so identity gets more like we feel like it's a curse. Am I cursed? When we limit our identity to the 4, 6, 8 people that we live with, even the people in our environment, in our community, as I going through this emotional landscapes, whatever you're dealing with, all right, moments of uncertainty. What makes you feel, when I feel chosen, I feel powerful, I feel good that they chose me. All right. Hey, Pink. All right. So what you said? So he would be still be messing around when he's still dealing with me. I didn't say that. I didn't say that he'd be still messing around. But you have to let the cycle close out. We are given fate once, and then everything else. We given fate, right? And we get destiny. So can this person actually walk with me? Because this is a contender. This is good. This is hope here. We all are stringed by that one, the hope. All right. So if you complete a cycle, do you go for the 10 of Wands? Do you go for the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles? Right now, the communication is not there. It's not. There's something that that you haven't, because I could lay my life down for this person. I could be with this person. Are they bringing more enjoyment? Are they contributing to your happiness? Do you feel you have to learn how to work on our differences here. So you got still more to go. Look, all right. You got to hit the 10 of Wands, so they're gonna come back. All right. You got to go through more of I think 3 more. It's not. I blocked him. All right. So however you're going to deal with situations here, all right, you got the 4 of Pentacles, of Cups, and the 4 of Pentacles at the bottom, all right? So anyway, this is a long to explain. I just wanted to see where you're at here. So you add the 6, all right, and the 6 is your house because you're a Virgo, right? It is a of course Gemini card because it deals with the lovers, the twins, right? And this is part. Look, like Gemini is part of your 3, 6, 9, 12. So you got 3, you got 6, 9, and 12. So whether they're the other half of you, all right. So you're Virgo. They could be a Gemini. They could be a Sagittarius, or they could be a Pisces. All right. If there's something else, all right. I don't know. You tell me. Like, where's your person in this? Because you got water, the emotional container. All right. This is, do I fall apart when they don't choose me? So, all right. So we have you met the person that is supposed to be, right? Because we give him fate, and after that, oh, you think he's Libra? Because we give him fate. After that is your choice. All right. But the energy is gonna feel, oh, fated lovers and also karmic lovers. They feel like, man, I could be with this person forever. You feel connected to them because the energy is old. All right. Oh, 922. 922. Yeah. Yeah. Libra. Yeah, you got a Libra here. All right. So they might commit, they might not, but just working on your. The thing is here, there's a mom and a dad, or a dad that's influencing them. All right. There's a mom, a dad, or a brother. All right. There's somebody here in their family here that has a lot of influence on their person, on your person. Okay. It's not just them. All right. So but they will come back. They will come back. You got to go through a couple of more phases. You just had the communication being misunderstood. So the challenge for you is there. It's an emotional challenge. All right, more than a physical challenge or mental here. All right. So when you have emotional challenge, being misunderstood, it is bad influences. All right. And the girl being honest with themselves, practicing right, staying calm under pressure and things like that. All right. So relationships, am I going to communicate? Am I going to be patient with family? Listening without interrupting, respecting difference of opinions here. All right. It's emotional too. And it goes into emotional. And navigating conflict here, setting healthy boundaries. We are all boundary challenge here. Whether you complete the cycle with this person or whether this person stays with you is up to you. But when it goes to choices, right? Because at some point we got to say, well, do I wait? Do I sit with the uncertainty? Am I waiting to be chosen, or do I choose and I move forward? All right. But they're telling you to choose. All right. And whatever you choose, you're going to have to complete it. That's it. Do you complete it? You got one done. Well, you already know that. Just begin with communicating what are your needs, what it is that what you expect, and then you say, well, what I expect and what is true is different. So I just keep my standards, the things that I value. All right, because that's all it's going to take you. It's going to just take you to that. I haven't seen. All right, but the lover has a lot of different elements to it. It's a broad category when you understand the lovers, because it goes into, right. I don't think you haven't made like what they call the twin flame kind of energy. All right. I think you meet that with Pisces. All right. This person's just going to help you to wake up. All right. Yeah, you have to choose. No, it's telling you to choose. So listen, choose, and you close the cycle out and you move forward. And then whatever the universe has to offer you, you say, well, do I move forward with it? Because the lover is breaking patterns. All right. And the tools that you need to keep it practical more, and doing the shadow work now. Now that I understand that I'm creating, this is the archetype right now. You and the lovers, where your person could be somewhere else. All right. Playing what is it called? The warrior kind of energy. All right. Always running from love here. Because it's consciousness, right? Like, you conscious of it. All right, this is what I want. Don't be scared to make to choose, because it's telling you to choose. Now you choose, and then I move forward. Don't be scared to move forward. Once you choose, that's it. Because something is fine. And once you choose, all right, that's it. I chose. And if they stay, they stay. Do I go? Do I wait? All right. Waiting to be chosen is what I see. All right. I got another question. If you want, come on in. All right. And then understanding the love as a life force, because the many tradition is the breath of life. And love, we are connected to that field. All right. So when you understand that love create movements, love pushes us to create families, build communities to protect what we care about. All right. So we grow beyond fear and forgive. Okay. Because without it, life becomes mechanical. You don't want to be, that's what I don't want to do here. I don't want people to put me in a category. I'm going to say the same thing. I'm not going to say that same thing. You know, I don't want nobody. Yeah, you can expect somebody to make you into something that you're really not. All right. I want to make this person just like me. No, no, you can't make somebody just like you. All right. So understand that love behaves almost like gravity in the soul because it pulls you towards somebody, towards each other. All right. So understanding that a little bit. And then I'm going to be talking a little bit about the paradox of love. Love is powerful because it does two things at once. It connects us deeply to other people and it awakens us to our own soul. Okay? That's why people sometimes they say, oh, I feel something bigger than myself. All right? The breath of life is within me. You know, let love move you through the heart, you know, so you got to let it free you. Exactly. Just the Tyrese, okay, yeah. Once you understand it becomes easier to accept things that we don't want to. All right, and how resilient we're going to be anyway, right? When it comes to love, because it's something that we can, it's something that we can control. All right. So can I hold my true to my values, the things that I believe in? You know, because it's going to help you strengthen your, and it's going to build flexibility in your character. So when I pray, I meditate, right? When I forgive, when I stay in alignment with my values, because it teaches you about your values and what's really important to you. All right. So we're gonna look a little bit into the lovers. Let me take another person. All right. I almost don't want to go to work. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't even want to go to work. I don't even want to go to work. Let's go to but just stay and learn. Ask the stupid questions. I don't want to become mechanical, you know. I want to have more meaning. I want to feel alive, you know. So when we understand astrology, that the life force aspects of love is often associated with the planet Venus, right? And it's attraction, harmony, and affection. Mars, passion, drive, vitality. So when these energies work together, love becomes both tender and powerful. It's a force that inspires action and connection. And that is happening. Well, we got Aries, Venus, and then we have Mercury, which is still retrograded in Pisces. And we have the sun also in Pisces. We have a lot of energy there. And so we understand Mars is in Pisces. There's a lot. You got to understand the energies that you're connected to. We got Neptune, dreams and illusions, spiritual longing, Pluto, transformation that is in Aquarius. We got Aries. We got a lot of things happening that, you know, that we don't understand. So to really understand that part of you. So who's asking? Who's the one that asked me? So yes, love. I wonder how I love him. Does he love me too? The communication is weird. Well, once you understand, I think once you understand love, you slow down on it and you let it do its thing. You let it do its thing. When you're talking about the unseen, the sacred unseen is an invisible force, all right? And it's dimensions of awareness that shape what makes us carry this energy forward. We have to let it move forward. We cannot contain it. It's not enough containers, all right? So are you ready for your question to be answered? But understand that love and the paradoxes of love and these two powerful forces and this high frequency, because a lot of many spiritual traditions, right, they describe love as a high frequency because it expands our awareness, openness, and connection. So the word frequency is symbolic because it points to a quality of energy or consciousness in a person as you experiencing this. And if you understand the frequency is how the measure of how often something is repeating in your life, you got to understand. Oh, I'm in that archetype again. You gotta enjoy it. Yes, it's like baking a cake. All right. So when we understand how we describe waves sound like energy, right? It sound light, you know, as we broadcast, because we like basically channeling energy information. All right. So we got specific frequencies in all the radio waves. All right. From the electromagnetic kind of energy, which is an invisible force, just at different frequencies. So when you understand yourself, you be like, oh, so I'm stepping into that again. So it's going to expand. It's going to bring us awareness. It's going to open us. All right. So high frequency, it carries qualities like compassion, kindness, patience, generosity, forgiveness, and unity. Those states tend to make People feel lighter, calmer, and more connected. Love moves energy outward instead of inward. We give it out. So when we get this low emotional states, often they contract the mind, all right? Because we project that fear and stuff like that. So while love tends to open the heart, all right, it increases empathy, encourages cooperation. That's why people often feel more alive and peaceful when they act from love. So in spirituality, especially Jesus' teachings, all right, sweetie, I'll see you again soon. All right, get some good sleep. Uh, when Jesus understand us, he helped us understand the Christ consciousness, right? Because love is not just an affection here. It's not affection. It becomes a way of living and perceiving others. When you get to that state of unity, you start understanding people. When you start, guiding others and understanding that love as the highest guiding principle, all right? So to really understand the meaning of that is that's why we get lost with it, and it's hard to understand. I want love. No, I don't want that person to love me. Well, if you give love back, and if that person doesn't love you, somebody else, because you gave that love, it's gonna come back to you. All right. This is when we understand the law of attraction or the law of cause and effect. Every action has its consequence. All right. So if you close yourself from love, you're not giving love out, so you can't get it. You're not gonna get it. So you got to be able to, only when you're ready. Don't do it if you're not ready. All right. So love is an active force because it isn't passive. It can look like protecting someone. Okay. So especially speaking the truth, kindly, forgiving, but keeping our wisdom, choosing compassion even when it's difficult. So when we understand love and the duality, right? Because the cards, they speak more of the polarity. So do you want the question? Do you have the question? Ask me the last question before I leave. All right. Anybody has a question? I know that I pinned just tarot reads, but to really understand love, but we got to understand a little bit of duality. I'm going to talk a little bit about duality before I leave here. All right. So you can understand here while you're watching, and then understand why love often feels both gentle and powerful because it carries two complementary energies at once. Okay. Hello, I like 11. If I made my old female crush, what if I made my old female crush a sneaky link? Would people at work find out? I don't know. So the gentle side of love. Let me go tap into your energy. All right, let's just find out a little bit more about love. All right, you don't want to stay too superficial. We don't get confused. We not until we get to the Three of Swords, because we see tarot doesn't bring you straight to the Ten of Cups once you're in the Three of Swords. There's a process. You want to get back to that. I want to get back to the Ten of Cups. Heal. You gotta freaking go heal. Understanding the gentle side of love. All right, and the aspect of love is nurturing and healing. It shows up as patience, kindness, listening and forgiving, and emotional safety. The kind of love soothes wounds and allows people to feel safe and accepted and seen. And the powerful side of love is also incredibly strong because it inspires courage, motivates sacrifice. It pushes people to grow, to protect what matters. All right. All right. We look the awakened, they don't fall in love. They rise into it. I'm gonna go slow. But if you're waiting, when you go ahead, when somebody pays you a compliment, I'm ready for you. We don't even know if it's safe. We are so vulnerable. And I mean, well, it's a different when we're naked. Are you desperate? Desperate? Because once you go into love from a sovereign state and vulnerability, it requires truth. Shit, tell me how you feel about me. You can't be holding nothing back. So the balance. When you work together with this energy. Understand that it's going to hurt you. All right, it's going to heal you. But love holds you because it holds you in the exact place where it hurts you. That's why it stays there long enough to heal you. Because if you open, listen, if somebody opens you, right, that's the emotional container here when we talk about that. But we must find this container before you get, this is what I was just talking about. One thing about tarot, it doesn't take you straight from the Three of Swords. It takes you here, and then you get this. But let me tell you something. If you don't do this, this is going to be so hard. You could have this. The universe is not teasing you and telling that you can't have the emotional fulfillment because there's a long way there. All right. And all the sacrifices here, because when we understand love is an incredible strong force at the end of the day, right? It's a connection, is the dark shadow. We gotta understand the light consciousness and the dark, the shadow, what they call the shadow, right? It's the sacred part of, and it's the sacred or the dark side of Mother Nature herself. All right, because this is why people don't show our true intentions, because we hide. The light is the seed, right? So understanding that, but it's the attraction, So the gravitational pull that the moon has on us, it pulls us to people. All right, so understanding a little bit of that, but so the dark side or the powerful side of love, we protect what matters. All right, we do extraordinary things for the people that we love, family, partners, community, and the ideals. All right. So, but when we don't find the container, when we don't go into the Four Swords, we add more. We add more heartache, more. Your mind it gets confused. You get stuck. You get frustrated. You get cynical. When you're actually trying to force outcomes here, you put so much pressure on your brain, right? When you don't connect to your higher self, they are thought form patterns. They're patterns. They are packs of information when you get that Ace of Swords that come in, and it's through this field of intelligence and consciousness. We put so much pressure, so when you see that bullshit, then you ain't gonna go straight to the tunnel. No, you're not. If you don't do this, if you don't heal, if you don't find that emotional container, because to really understand love, all right, it's not something that we don't even understand. Why do I love so much? Why do I feel so much? Why is love so? Why does it leave me? Why is the mystery of love? All right? Love is a teacher, reflects the truth back to you. It shows your wounds, your shadow, it reveals our deepest values. It teaches us patience, forgiveness, and courage. All right? And so why love feels like when my heart is breaking, okay? Why do I feel like I'm lost, right? Because when you get hurt, it activates fight or flight. The grief responses, the attachment, you panic, your body is grieving safety, not just a person. You're not grieving just a person, right? You're not grieving you're grieving the potential that you think that you're going to have with this person. You got to let yourself grieve. So it's telling you three things here, right? Because this story is here. It's still telling you, are you going to release? Are you going to get clear on what you really, really want, or the person really, really wants? All right. Release, be clear, or grieve. You have to do all three. You can't just jump into the Ten of Cups without doing that, because you're gonna bring other people's wounds, fears, ego, attachments. All right. So the mistake people they think pain means that love was wrong. Sometimes pain means that you touched something real. You grew past an old defense. Pain isn't proof of failure; it's proof of contact. When love hurts but doesn't heal, that happens when there's intimacy without safety, exposure without repair, and emotion without embodiment. That's not love's fault. That's the imbalance there. All right? So love hurts, of course, because it asks you to be seen. Your shadow's going to show up anyway. Your shadow's going to I always say, your shadow's going to make you look so... You leaving your shadow out. And it wants to be seen. And it's going to come out if you can't see it until it reacts. Because remember, the nervous system. All right? We live in that energy. So then we go back to the part of you that observes and that feels connected beyond the ego and the awareness behind your thoughts. It says of being part of something larger, and that your personal story, right? Whether you call it your higher self, so just understand a little bit of here, what it feels when we want intensity without safety, exposure without repair, and emotional without embodiment. It's asking you to be seen. Heal me. You can survive being seen. So let me see what else I want to talk. There's so much to share, and then I hate that I have to believe it. Nobody has a question, but the love, the key difference here is that emotion asks you, how does this make me feel? Love asks you, what am I? Am I willing to give, protect, and build? Emotion reacts. This is the emotion. And love responds. Why people confuse them, because emotion is loud, it's immediately. Love is subtle, it's accumulatively. Emotion is a spark. Love is the fire that stays lit in relationships. So emotions create attraction. Love creates safety. And emotions pull you towards someone. But love holds you there. All right? So can I feel deeply? Can I feel so much? Can I show up? So if I'm going to show up, man, if I want to be there with somebody, I'm going to show up when, when things are not, emotions are not so high, when it's not, the spark is gone, because a healthy relationship won't kill emotion. They contain it. All right. Emotions give color, but love gives structure. So together they become something that you can live inside of. But not until you do this. All right. So how do you integrate truth here? All right. So just understanding a little bit more about emotions, love, and what is love versus emotion. All right. So a lot of people don't learn it until they've been confused by it. So basically, love is a movement. It rises, it falls, it reacts, it intensifies, it fades, it responds to mood, memory, chemistry, and fear and hope. But we all stick to that hope. This is what makes the virtual circle of life. We all go, man, I know there's a possibility for the future. Can I have this? All right. Hey, Teresa, how you doing? Bless us. All right. So you understand that the emotion is in tandem with the high and low tides of the moon. All right. And the emotion lives in the astral waters. This is what it's showing you here. Okay. It can be intense. It could be beautiful. It could be convincing, but it's not stable. This is not stable. All right. That's the side of, like I said, of Mother Nature herself. It's the sacral chakra. It's in tandem with your sex organs. All right. Now, love is different because love is a choice that is held over time. Love stays when emotions change, and they will change. All right. It shows up when you're feeling it's in high. It's oriented towards care, truth, and responsibility. It lives in the embodiment. It says, I'm here even when it's not exciting. All right. And you can rely on me. Love is reliable. All right. So just understanding the mystery of love and understanding yourself in a situation and how can you help your person, because love is alive. It's like a river that moves and it grows and it changes people. All right. It doesn't follow a rule or schedule. It cannot be forced into someone else's expectations. Trying to tame love is like trying to stop the wind from blowing. So you really got to go really deep when it comes to love and a choice, a mystery. Okay, because we decide to nurture, respect, and commit to love. We decide that. All right. I think I talked about that yesterday. When it comes to love, the mystery. Wow, what is love? Why does it leave me? All right. Do you have the capacity? Do you have the capacity to contain love? All right. If you do, go for it. But please make sure that you. I'm going to talk about the Four of Swords real quick, and then I'm out of here. All right, I got 5 more minutes. Nobody's asking me a question. I think I'm thankful that you guys are willing to, right, to expand your consciousness, to grow, to understand. Because I know a lot of us been hurt. All right, and we limit our identity. We hide the things because we don't really understand our emotions here. We have the split. We got the split personality. Because after this, right? So we got 18, 19, right? And that is the sun. When you embody these two, you become like the sun. All right? Because this exposes what's hidden. And the sun says, hey, this is what's always been there. All right? So understanding your light, consciousness, dark shadow. Because if you practice mindfulness, meditation, deep breathing, this will help you release stress and anxiety. If you seek support, if you talk to friends, family, and share your experiences, it can be incredibly help you. Not only the 10, the 2, 4, 6 people around me, this speaks up from my early age that our family, right, is in the world. right? That we could reach out to people, right? Even in social media, you don't gotta go meet nobody. You can meet people online that has been, all right? Or you could build your channel to help people understand, heartbreak, betrayal. Even considering professional help here during healing process. Join support groups, connect with friends who have been experiencing similar situations. You could bring comfort to each other, all right? So, endings are new beginnings, and when we understand the four source, it's intentional rest. Not collapse, not avoiding here. This is mental nervous system healing, all right? It's intentional stitching. This card's telling you to pause after stress, silence after conflict, integration after heartbreak, rest after overstimulating, and comes after the Three of Swords, of course. The heartbreak, you've been hurt, all right? Now the body and the mind need quiet to process it, all right? And this is what healing looks like here. Turning inward, limiting communication, and taking time and space to sleep, to meditate, to pray, to journal. No dramatic decisions here, all right? Is do the things, right? Without a lot of noise. You got to understand a little bit more here. When it comes to love, I need space to emotionally recover, all right? Silence is not rejection, it's recalibration, okay? A break to reflect, it asks you to allow yourself to truly rest, all right? Or are you secretly waiting for someone to change, all right? What are you healing from here, all right? So this four swords is the container that you need after you come out of the Three of Swords, the heartbreak, the betrayal, because then you're going to continue on, because then it gets from here. If you don't do this, right, you're going to stay stuck here, because we all have hope. I'm hoping to win this person. I hope that they choose me. We don't want to stay on hope. We want to put some faith. All right, I have to go, but I thank you so much, and we're going to go into the Three of Swords energy to really understand the Three of Swords. What is it really telling you? Do I trust the emotions? All right, thank you. All right, so just take your time. Am I ready? Am I ready to face the truth? Do I stay? How do I deal with this pain? Do I bypass the truth? Do I have the conversation? This is what I want. Then you stick to it. But not after this, because then you get the Five of Swords. All right. Then do I want to be right? Do I want to be right at any? It's going to cost my happiness. So when you get to that Five of Swords, I want to go on, but anyway, I have to go. I wish I could stay a little bit longer. I thank you so much, Steph. All right, just to understand a little bit better while you're watching. All right. We all want to stay in this energy here, the 7. All right. Visualizing what it could be. But anyway, here I can tell you what this cup, if you in this cup, this cup, this cup, in this cup, this cup, this cup, or this cup. I have all the meanings. I will know who stuck where with this one card. All right. I thank you guys so much, and I see you guys. So find out, am I in this one, in the serpent, the primordial knowledge, in the castle, in the jewelry, in the Roman wreath? Where are you? I know where you're at just by looking at. All right? Just one, we're just not one thing. We all want to be just one thing. No, we got to learn how to integrate both light, shadow, and darkness. And I could tell where people are at, so then I can help you move. Listen, this is where you're at. You got everything else. You might just be in the Venus. You might be just Venus. You might have spirituality, because this is, when you get to the 7, it's spiritual pressure points. And it's showing you something there that you're missing, and you're almost there, but you're not understanding. Oh, I'm already there. All right, get your person. Let's go. All right. I thank you guys so much, and I see you guys later. Thank you so guys. Have a great day. Good night. Oh, good morning. Have a great day. Love you guys. Bye.